I started vlogging in 2003, before YouTube even existed. It is with heart wide open that I share with you my journey that has taken me from South Korea to now living off-grid in the middle of nowhere. Okay, it's Monday, editing day. So my first video, the one for tomorrow, is being encoded right now. That always takes some time. Wow, it's so hot. It's like 13 degrees. So it's like 56 Fahrenheit. Wow, it's so wet. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get the excavator and I'm gonna move the tree so I can remove the plow. And well, we had like very heavy snow on the top roof, and it was falling on the awning there, and the whole building was shaking. It started like at 5 in the morning. I guess the temperature got warm enough from that moment for the snow to start falling down. So it did that twice this winter. So I still have to figure that out. And we had a leak yesterday between the dormers at the peak of the roof. So I'm not sure exactly what was going on. It's like there was snow stuck there on top, and it was leaking in. I don't know if it was a hole or... Anyway, I'm gonna have to go up there and look at it. Okay, Divine has been doing pretty good with her pile, but I'm afraid I might have to get involved so that we get it done sooner. Oh yeah, it's good. Look at that, this is so good. It's like perfect, like compost, you know. Give it a few more years and turning it like that is really good. Oh, she had left her radio in here. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna drive that back. Yeah, we're gonna try to move all of it here, and then I'm gonna have a ditch. So you see the sandbags, so I'm gonna make that ditch come along here. Right now it turns there. I'm gonna detour it, and at the edge, maybe just before the fence, you know. So there's a ditch, then the fence. That might be good. I don't think the fence in front of the ditch. I'll have to think about the implications. And then this here, I might have a ditch along the path there, joining that ditch, to make sure that this remains dry. And it'll be here, the barn. We'll put the barn somewhere here. Okay, I'm on my way. It's raining. What a weird weather. But I decided not to take the trailer. I could use the gravel, but oh, like this is, you know, not the best. Okay, I get hung up where it's heavier because everything is soft now, so the snow is melting, like the crust is melting, so there's a crust on the road, and when that one melts it's harder to drive, but 4x4 is okay. So with the trailer it would it's okay, I think. Anyway, I'm not gonna have trailer headaches if I don't have it. That's the bottom line. I just delivered eggs to our friend, the rancher. His cows have started having babies. Anyway, I have to break it to you because it's not in the news, but you know, the 2030 agenda, you'll own nothing and be happy. So what they're doing here in BC, and that's like happening province-wide, it's everywhere. They're closing the Forest Service roads one after the other. You know, like right now they're just testing to see how people will fight back, and they're doing a little bit here and there. So what that means, closing the roads like that, the Forest Service roads, so they destroy bridges that are there that they have used for getting the trees out when they were logging. So they're destroying those bridges, they're scrapping the roads so that there's no road, and or they're just building like a mound of material at the entrance of the road to prevent cars from going there. And this is happening like everywhere in the province. I can't tell you how many roads are going to be closed, and the rancher has a lease on a grazing, you know, a grazing lease. So grazing lease is when the rancher rents an area of land, that like crown land, that he rents from the provincial government, and he's allowed to let his cows go there and graze all summer to fatten up, so they don't have to feed them. The rancher doesn't have to feed them. And they're blocking access to the range. So if a cow is stuck, or if a cow is sick, or he needs to go there, he won't be able to anymore. So this is really like, it doesn't mean much today. Like, people don't think about that like as a big deal. But little by little, every year more and more, and then people will wake up and it'll be too late. This is full-on communism. And just recently, a friend of mine from Slovakia was like bitching at me on Facebook because she was like, I know what it is like to live in communism, and you don't live in communism. And I'm just like, how? So if you have lived when Slovakia was communist, and you grew up, like she's my age basically, so she grew up in Slovakia when it was communist until 80 something, 1980 something. So in her 20s it stopped. Her first 20 some years were communist years, and this is happening all around us, but she can't see it. Like, how the fuck we have an unelected prime minister. How is that not fucking how is that a free country? We have pen pushers telling us we can't go to our home because they decided to block the roads. Actually, they didn't decide. They were told by their superior, and the superior was told by their superior. They don't question, they don't think. It's like AI is not just a machine, it's in the brain. You know, a lot of people have AI brains. They don't have emotion, they don't have ability to feel anything. Anyway, one more fight. We're under attack from all corners. This is just another one corner where we're being attacked. Yeah, it's a rough drive because it's like really soft snow. It's a good thing I have 4x4 because that would not go on two-wheel drive. It's not doable. I've arrived, crossed the creek, no problem. On the way back with the truck, I saw some of the creeks were getting wet on top, like I could see water. So I wasn't sure that our creek would be like that or not, but because we're a little bit higher, I guess it will take longer than the creek I'm talking about. So I didn't waste any time at home. I decided to come. I greased the excavator, and now I went that way the other day. I'm gonna go this way today, and that should form a loop at some point. And when I'm done, or when Divine is ready to come pick me up, she's gonna come pick me up, and we'll leave the excavator here so that tomorrow I can work on that further. And I'm gonna try something. I'm listening to some like trancey music, you know, to really get in that feeling I like when I'm operating the excavator, where I lose track of time and there's very little like self-talk going on. Tribal Needs, yes, go check his stuff, is pretty good. I dare you not to dance when you watch his videos. you can't stay still. The beat gets to you. It doesn't matter who you are and where you're from and anything like that, it gets you. Anyway, I'm gonna get going. There's a lot. I don't know how far I'll go. Good morning. Friends, it's like it's 15 degrees right now, so it's warm, it's melting like crazy. And now I'm going to the excavator. I think the creek might be running. Divine is trying to convince Willow to come. So Raven and Mighty can be on the big side. Okay, the goats this morning, they were in there. They climbed up. That's so funny. These guys, they're so mischievous. Okay, this one is empty. I'm gonna bring some diesel with me. Let's go see what Divine is up to. Hard to believe, just a few days ago I had to plow. Oh, he's up.
Willow,
Yes, Philo, let's go. But remember, Raven is outside too.
Let's go look. Let's go inside.
Willow, he's not coming.
Willow, come on. Look. You just want a treat. You want more of that?
So last night I didn't sleep because Miley and Raven. But how far? Divine said Raven escaped, came here, but that I don't know if that's Raven. How far he came with her? I'll ask her. My love, are you by the radio? Because those are big paws. We'll see what Divine says. Anyway, they barked at something for like hours. So there was something in the forest not too far that was not afraid of them. And I couldn't sleep. You know, it's so loud. It's not as loud as before with the cover, like over the RV and all that, the insulation, but I still can hear. If you see, there's a good flow. It's open there too. So I don't know, maybe today is the last day, maybe not the last day, but it's getting close to the time where the creek is too big for the excavator to cross. But right now it's still fine. Before I get it started, I want to say yesterday I saw my first robin. So I think that's very early. I'm gonna have to check with other years, but this is an indicator. The first time we see a robin, it's an indication that the spring is coming, because robins are the first birds that we recognize that come back once the cold is done. Next one will be the cranes, the sandhill cranes. But I think there's gotta be a few more weeks before we start hearing their croaks. All right, so no, just need to get it started, warm up, check if everything is tight over there, and then I'm in business. I arrived at the bifurcation of, this is the trail we were using with the snowmobile. I did like a quick trail and I was inexperienced when I did it. It was like the first time. So it's usable with the quad, but it's nothing like what I've been doing lately. So it will need another pass, you know, to make it better. But since it's already functional, I'm not worrying about it. It's gonna melt fast enough. But this here, I didn't do anything yet, and I gotta meet up with the where I turned around the other day, and then when I have that, I'll have a big loop, and we'll see how long that takes. I have other trails I want to open in a different section to connect, so I'll just move like that, you know. It's better if I get out once in a while. But there's tracks right there. Oh, the snow is so soft. Oh, that's a moose. It's a moose track. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know when it was here. Doesn't look like it was last night. All right. Oh yeah, it feels good to get out. This, I don't know. but there's a trail here, so maybe one day I get that done, you know. So these trails have been done a long time ago, to the point where they're not really trails anymore. But with the excavator, I turned this into this, and I'm trying to figure out, you know, like if there was no snow, how many motions less it would take. And it's not very much, it's not very many, so it would be faster, but not as much as it sounds saying it. I'm right here, so I will join. I just got this left to join what I did the other day and today. Okay, so I'm gonna get going on this. I just decided to open the front window, but I haven't tried it yet because I thought maybe I should check this nut that's holding that pin here with this piece, that orange piece. So losing the screw itself is not so bad, but losing the orange part, that's more problematic. It's unbelievable. If you look at this, you know, never had like a path here, so it was like we couldn't really enjoy this part of the property, but now we can come here. It's beautiful, but I don't have time tonight to finish that loop, so I'm going back to the quad right now, and I'll finish tomorrow. The air conditioning is not working. So tomorrow when I get here, I have to do some troubleshooting on that to see if it's not a fuse or something like that. We'll see. And then if not, I have to talk to that guy. Like, what the hell, you know? Yeah, unbelievable. But this is so good to have trails now. I'm so happy. Almost 7 hours non-stop. It's a long day. So that's the creek right now. You can see there it's getting bigger. So it's a matter of days. It could be tomorrow that it starts really going. Maybe not. But this is no problem for the excavator, even for the quad. See, like a piece of cake. but I don't know. I think when it gets high, I don't think I can. We'll find out.